Hello. Just on our way to pick the vehicles up from the show. After a successful weekend. After the burger van as well. Not been too bad. Full team. Andy's driving. Lauren's on navigation.
You couldn't direct the seagull to the coast.
No doubt she's right. Oh, Lauren Parsons snuggle. Hello, from the birds I go. Come on, braids. Hi everyone, welcome to episode 5. I hope you enjoy it. It's been a busy week. We started off with cutting some silage. I say with some silage, we ended up cutting nearly 50 acres of silage. Got that dropped, got that carted, so there's tried to do lots of footage, but it's been a really busy week. Coming off the back of the show, we just sort of were packing up from the show, and then we went into the silage straight away, so trying to work it all in, but hopefully you enjoy it. There's lots of content, and I wanted to get a short video which I've done with the president of the NFU, Ian Parsons, who farms beef and sheep in Laxey at Baljean. I went up and I did an interview with Ian, and I looked at some of the things he's done up there. He's got really nice cattle, really nice stock, and his farm was, in my opinion, is second to none. But I sow some barley and peas mixed for him, and then Daniel come in and put some grass seed on it, so it's a really nice mixture, and I think it chopped really well in the pit. So have a look, see what you think yourself, and let us know in the comments. Here's the video. Here at Baljean Farm in Laxey, and catching up with the president of the NFU. Thanks. Mr. Ian Parsons. So you're obviously a big New Holland man.
Yeah, we've run New Hollands. We used to be all Massey, and we just had a couple of Massies that gave us a lot of trouble in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And it's quite ironic because the Massey mechanic now, Gary Neal, he was the Ford New Holland mechanic at the time, and he persuaded us onto New Hollands.
Yeah.
And we've stuck with them, to be fair, get good service from JDW.
Yeah.
So it's probably JDW as much as the brand.
Yeah, John does a good job, doesn't he? Really?
He does.
Like it's,
he does.
Underrated. Another one of them sort of
good local firm.
good local firm. Yeah.
Good backup.
A dealership, but it does a multitude of things as well, doesn't he? Within that dealership.
He does. And he's the sort of fellow that you try not to, but if you're stuck on a Sunday afternoon,
Yeah, you can.
you can go and get some parts off him or something like that, or get a hose mitt fixed if it's desperate.
Yeah, and some good lads working for him as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know,
So,
Finn is your left-hand man, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Finn's with us full time here at Laxey. He's my nephew. Good to jump on and do any part of the job that needs doing.
Yeah. Is he the best tractor driver up here?
Probably. I'm just an old fart that makes mistakes, so. Though it's amazing how it changes. At 14 to sort of 16, all he wanted to do was drive tractors.
Yeah.
Now it's you've really got to twist his arm to get him on a tractor. Look, we're all a bit that way up here. We prefer working with the livestock than stuck on tractors, but we're a necessary
I would say like you're predominantly a livestock farmer, aren't you? But
Absolutely,
you
yeah.
have that much field work to do that you almost run your own contracting outfit. Say,
yeah, to a degree, it's not the easiest place to make silage up here, and we used to always use contractors, and sort of struggle with timing because we're running into sort of harvest time. We make silage later up here at Laxey. First cut all goes into the cows and calves when they're born in April.
Yeah.
So we effectively make one cut at second cut. Because I want the quality. We're only feeding dry cows up here, so I want the quality grass going into the cows when they've just calved. So we always struggled, and then the last contract we used was very good. That it was good to come and do it whenever we wanted. But when he decided to retire, we bought his chopper off him back in 2009. We bought the chopper off him, and that's got a good man in Glen Quayle that comes and looks after it and services it, and it's a good machine. We can comfortably do 40-50 acres a day, which is enough up here.
He's called Glen Quayle up here, but nobody really know him as Glen on the videos, because we all call him Barney, or Uncle Barney as he's known to us. But he is, he's good. He's a good man on the spanners, but we won't ever tell him that because they'll just make him big-headed, and he doesn't need to know that, does he? Really?
He's excellent at setting the foraging.
Yeah,
does a really good job.
Yeah, he does do a good job.
And he's good if you do have a slight breakdown or anything. Give him a shout, and he's here in no time.
Yeah, he is good.
Well, preparation's the key to it.
Yeah.
The machine's been looked after well beforehand. Touch wood. We'll just sail through it.
Yeah, it's easy enough just to hook it on and go, isn't it? But you need that set-up time is what's required, isn't it? Well, with any operation, isn't it?
Absolutely. Weather patterns are changing.
Yeah,
We've all talked about climate change for a while, but I think this summer especially we're seeing it is happening. So more and more when we're trying to do a job, we've just got to jump in and do it. And this silage operation's probably a good example of that. We've normally been doing this a fortnight ago.
Yeah.
Just couldn't, the way the weather's been. So
even when you sue it, you were sort of thinking it would be almost a separate operation, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So it's all tied in quite nicely, to be fair. But yeah, we've got John Kirkpatrick, who's used to be the contractor that did the silage for us. He's got a mower with a grouper on, so that suits getting him into cut. For all we've got our own mower, we'd have to rake it as well, because we want more than 10 foot of grass going in front of the shop. 20 foot's ideal.
Yeah, it's we're nearly 2 to 1. We can't quite keep the row tidy enough for a trailed forager, but we're getting 7 metres in a row instead of 5 metres in a row.
Yeah.
Instead of 6, but yeah, it's.
You've done a lot of silage in your time, Jasper.
I have in my time, yeah, over the years. I don't do much now, but don't want to.
You're a bit more chilled out there than what you were when you were a silage fever.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've had a few talons off.
Yeah.
But up here, I don't really like raking. We've got a lot of little small flat stones, so when we rake, we lift them up and they end up going in the chopper.
There's lots of big flat stones.
Yeah, there's a lot of big flat stones. It's one thing we can grow quite well up here as rock. So yeah, we've got John in cutting, and we've got Dan Quayle on the pit, Jamie Corkish and Rory Nicholson in with their own tractors and trailers, helping cart too.
There's quite a fair draw. I don't know the exact distance, but
we'll be sort of a mile and a half away from the pit, where we are at the moment. But we're sort of tight roads up here, up Baldoon, and smallish fields, so we can't just go galloping about. And as I said before, with the ground being tender as well, we don't want to be overloading the trailers because I think we'd just be making a mess.
And it is doing it. You can sort of tell just as the trailer's getting even half full, you can see the pressure on the ground is increasing.
Yeah, you can feel it on the tractor when you're pulling uphill, to be fair. So, and as I say, we've got Finn on the chopper, and myself and his son Harry on the other 2 carting.
Where's Robbie today?
Robbie's trying to get some hill work done of his own. He's been away on holiday, but say Finn and I don't particularly like tractor work. Robbie likes it even less. So if Robbie can manage to find a job of doing livestock work to avoid doing silage, he will jump at the chance. But we need him. He'd be here helping.
Yeah, he would be here.
This block is sort of damper ground. That's why we're running extra trailers today and not filling them too much, because we want these grass seeds to be down for 5 or 6 years, so we don't want to go making a real mess in them. So we just thought we'd run an extra tractor and trailer and just part fill them really.
Yeah, we went for drilling the peas and the barley together, which was something new we tried. So we put a 50-50 mix in, didn't we, in the finish?
We did, yeah. But we trial different rates in different fields. It's a deliberate trial, Charlie.
Yeah. What are these cattle here, Ian?
Yeah, they're just some of the suckler cows, mostly stabiliser cross cows. We're switched over on the stabilisers now. All the calves are stabiliser. That's all we're running now on bulls. So yeah, just ready for a move. They're gonna
Just jumped in with Finn. Chief chopper man today.
Fortunately.
Always busy at it, aren't you?
Yeah. Keep busy.
Keep yourself busy.
You know me, Charlie.
What horsepower's on this tractor?
Not enough. No, I'm doing. I think it's 175 on a Silage somewhere around. Somewhere around here. You put me off now, Charlie.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't think anything would put you off.
Care what they're seeing below, 'cause I'm miles above, I'm miles above you. I'm miles above you.
This week coming, we've got another busy week coming up. We've got lots of whole crop to do. We've got some more silage to do as well. A little bit of hay to try and cut if the weather comes right. And also we've got to go up to the gooseneck, which is on the Alman TT course, with the catering trailer. So you can just see her lurking in the background somewhere. There she is. So we'll get that kitted up as well and get up there. Just show you a little bit of what we do up there. And if you get a chance towards the end of the week, towards the weekend, then pop up the gooseneck and you might be in next week's video. So don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you can, please. Really enjoying the comments and getting some really positive feedback. If you think there's something you'd like to see more of, or something you've got a question about, anything, whether it's life or business or anything, then just drop us a message and I'll try and sort you out and see what we can do. Alright, thank you.